Well, I'm here at Salt Hill Church getting ready to go down Tug Fork. It's been raining and drizzling most of the day. Deer up there in that field. But anyways, if I don't get rained out, I'm going to make a little video. I'm on the Hawk today. Make sure the camera gets it. I think I'll cut across Shatto. Other deer running down that way. Somebody been cutting donuts in there. I look at the creek first. We had rain last night. This creek crossing gets deep fast. And if you go down the bank on this side, you might as well cross it because that bank is so steep and slick. It'd be hard to get back up it. I have been up it before when it was drier, but anyways, this is Tug Fork now. We just turned off the Cedar Lakes Drive, Cedar Lakes Road, whatever they call it. So I'm going to get a good look at it first. Worst come to worst, I get wet. You don't look that deep really right now. Pretty deep on this end. Son of a bitch. Slicker than I thought it was going to be. I tried to take the middle because I hate that big old gravel. I mean, them was cow head size gravel in there on the edges. This is Shatto Road now. I got several videos of parts of this road. I got one video similar to this one, but it broke up into several pieces. As an early video, I'll probably replace it because it's not very good. But we'll go up and hit Zion Ridge and then go down Buffalo Lick, and then hit the other end of Tug Fork. I hope my camera angle is alright. I normally keep them the same, but for some reason when I put my camera on my chin mount, everything was sloppy today. This next creek cross is nothing to worry about. If you make it across that one, you always make it across this one. This one, the next one very seldom gets real deep. I got one video, I think on the KPX, might have been on this, that I had to turn around because it would have been up over my breather with ease. that day, but we just had bad floods. I mean, all through the tri-state area. Start running on pavement here for a little ways until we get to that barn. Daggone son of a... I ain't gonna go real fast. You don't see them very good till you see their ears suddenly stick out of that grass. I about hit one yesterday on the KPX. Signaling, just a habit. If you wonder why you don't hear the beeper anymore when I turn my signal on, when I had it all apart, put my coil on, I figured I'd go ahead and put my new adjustable flasher on and it don't beep. The beeper was a little embarrassing, but I kind of liked it because you never forget it. I don't know if my camera caught the sign or even if there is a sign on that side, but that's what this road is. This is one of the higher ridges in the county. We don't even go up to the next level of it, which is the side that takes out on Hall Run. They say it's impassable. At least I heard that just from one person. She's my cousin's daughter. I guess that would make her probably my second cousin. But her and her husband built a house on the Hall Run side. And I asked her if it was passable, and she said no, but she takes her horses through there. I would think if you take your horses through there, you might take a motorcycle through there. after a certain time, you just can't talk on this thing. So I go, wait, I smell a bad gas leak. I mean natural gas. I should be able to talk now. But years ago, probably in the ballpark of 30 years ago, between 25 and 30, I had a real good Jeep. It was at the time it was a good Jeep. I mean, people used to just block up suspension, flip the axles and things, but this actually had Rancho suspension, and I mean, it was done right. And it only had 31 950 tires on it, and it would go where all these Chevys and Fords and things, like with the 1200s and thing tires on it, I mean, they wouldn't even think about going. And I went plumb through Zion Ridge from the Hall Run, so I climbed the big hill and come out on this road. And my brother was the only one with me. And I told one of my friends about it. He said, well, I would have a hard time believing that, because Barry Schaefer got his big truck hung up out there. And I found the logging chain. I don't know if that's blood in the road or what that was. It kind of purpley to be blood, but pokeberries ain't out yet. But I still got that logging chain I found. I think I will try Zion Ridge one of these days, just not today, because I don't want to get too far from home in case it comes a bad rain. I mean, that ends Zion Ridge. We're on Zion Ridge now. But we'll be turning down Buffalo instead of coming all the way out on Zion. Gravel like this is a lot nicer to run on than fresh, choppy shit. When you get to Buffalo Lick, it probably will be a lot fresher gravel. Time to get a little drizzle. I'll stop somewhere and get a good view of the other high ridges. With everything growed up, it's kind of hard to get a good vantage point. See a couple of them over there. I don't know if I can turn my head far enough. Wife's nieces, that's a good view, but I can't turn my head up for her. My wife's nieces and nephew and ex-brother-in-law and things lives back where all them places was close together. Fixing to run into Buffalo Lake. If I was to keep going straight and it goes straight up a hill there for a while. That's what I'm saying, we're not at the highest point of Zion Ridge yet, but it goes up through there and comes out on the Haw Run side. I figure this should be all choppy new gravel. It's actually downhill a little bit. I mean, degraded a little bit. I like it this way a lot better. My gas tank with that putty that I ordered, that epoxy, comes with 2 strips that you mix together just like all that other stuff. But they're supposed to be for oil and gas tanks, oil and fuel tanks. I never have put on. I kind of wish this didn't have that woman. It don't bother on the gas tank. It don't bother me, but it just seems a little childish or something, like if you parking in town or something. I kind of miss my tank bag, but I don't miss it a whole lot. I mean, I keep my gloves in my other bag, and my paperwork, just put it in there. There's the schoolhouse. I ain't held school in there for years, but that's the Buffalo Lick Schoolhouse. That other video, there's about a 8-point buck or something running up through there on one of mine, but it's hard to see it in the video. You can freeze it and catch it just right and see its rack, but old chug holes get annoying. But at least you can see them when they got water in them. Them horses over there, they always got them hoods on them, on their faces. I don't really, I think it'd be awful hard on a horse or something to have to wear one of them all the time. I think what it does, they can't see ahead of them, they can only see if they're looking almost straight down. And it keeps them from running too fast and maybe going through a fence or something. Or going over a fence. I don't know exactly what they're for, but I know that they have to look down to see when they're wearing them. We're about out to Tug. We're almost out to Tug Fork Road again. I forgot to talk loud rather than put my visor up just to talk. I'll go up here to the dam and turn around. I take pictures up here. This here almost never gets any fishing or anything. I talked about that yesterday on the what kind of bird is white? Oh, big old, you don't hardly see a goose in a tree. I guess my camera picked it up. Or no, that's a swan. Things are flying. It must be a wild one because I don't think a tame one. I mean, they overfeed them and everything else. I don't think it could fly like that. I think still going. I know my camera's getting it just as white as can be. And good size. Still flying. Hope it ain't running from me and wearing itself out. Anyways, it's all growed up, but there's the upper end of that lake. Like I say, this is the dam. That's that same one I talked about yesterday. Oh, Brian. I don't know what that marker says. But almost nobody ever comes up here on this side. And it's way better water. I've seen boats and things in this end of it, but they put in down there at Stats Mill. This is a little slick. This went downhill a little bit since last time I was down here. It gets washed out when we go through the high water season. Hate to go somewhere and end up going through somewhere and getting a flat. That's where all that shit was washed across the road. But anyways, this here just really secluded. Don't hardly give any use, but it's a nice area. You see where people burn stuff, I guess, like we used to as kids, just come up here and night fish. Well, I guess I'll call that the video. The rest of it's just coming back out Tug Fork. Thanks for watching.